Sometimes that's how it goes, man.
Yeah, it took a L there, but whatever. I had a good time. I went back, popped my hand in, and walked around the festival for the weekend and enjoyed the rest of the weekend. Like, it is what it is, right?
It is
These
what it
things
is.
happen, and
you bounce back.
That dude's lucky I didn't hit him.
Yeah. He's lucky he was in the tree.
Right?
All right, bro. So, like, moving on from what you've told me, man, I kind of want to get to know you a little bit more. And I know that skateboarding is a big thing in your life. Like, who are your skateboarding influences, and when did you start skateboarding?
Oh, man. I've been skateboarding for, like 20 years now. I did the math on it.
Yeah?
Yeah, my influence is my older brother. He doesn't really skate anymore, but he's the one who got me into it. And then Nathan Roline, if anyone remembers him, he's like a Edmonton like OG. He's actually related to me, kind of.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, like we're related through like marriage, like growing up. Like he was my cousin, you know what I mean? Like my mom and his auntie, so his mom's sister.
Yeah.
So my mom and his auntie were best friends growing up, but then my mom's brother ended up like being with his auntie for a long time. So it was like she was my Auntie Michelle, right? And then Nate was her nephew.
Yeah.
So he was Element. He was on Element. Like he's known in the Canadian skate scene.
He was signed to Element.
Yeah, he was on Element. He was Am.
That's
He was
dope.
on Circa, Kibosh, like back in the early 2000s. He was on the Circa videos, if you remember Circa shoes. Yeah, it's actually crazy because I was just talking to him the other day. Our Aunt Michelle just passed away.
Oh, damn. Rest in peace.
Yeah, and I just told him. I just had this conversation yesterday. I was like, you know, like you're a big inspiration why I started skateboarding, and you know what I mean. Like if Aunt Michelle never came in my life, I never would have skateboarded. Skateboarding saved me from the streets so many times, mentally too. Like, you know what I mean. So, yo, rest in peace, Auntie Michelle, for real.
Yeah, for real. R.I.P. man. Death is crazy, man. But like, I'm glad that, you know, something good came out of that. You know, you met him, you got influenced, and skateboarding became a big part of your life because you're sick, man. You've been doing tricks that, like, you know, I was doing it in video games. Tony Hawk, I was doing those tricks, and you're doing them like nothing, man. So that's sick, bro. Keep up the skateboarding. So like, how does skateboarding play into like you as a hip hop artist? Like, have you taken anything from that? Like, does it, you know, like, do you show wisdom? I mean, do you spit game to the kids, you know, let them know about hip hop and stuff when you're skateboarding? Because, you know, there's a lot of youth in the skateboarding community. So, like, are you spitting game and telling them that hip hop is like a good resource to, you know, express yourself?
Yeah, I think with skateboarding, it just allows me to like be around the community and be around the youth in the indigenous community. And then it just allows me to show them that like I'm a real person.
Yeah,
you know what
they can relate to you.
Like a lot of these kids didn't even know I make music. I don't go out
promoting yourself.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I go out on the skateboard and I do me and I have a good time and I interact with the kids and things like that, right?
Yeah.
But then when they see me at an event and I'm rapping, like, oh, I didn't even know, you know what I mean? So, like, I've had those moments many times where I'm out on, like, let's say I'm out in Siksika or Satina, like, you know, skateboard camp. And then a week later, a kid sees me downtown in front of the Saddle Dome performing for Truth and Reconciliation event. You know what I mean? And they're like flabbergasted, like, you know what I mean? But so it's cool. It just allows me to be around the community and be a person and do something I love doing, and still inspire in a different way. In a different
way, not just like music based, but like human based, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%, bro. So like, you know, you've done your work. You're really coming up, man. Congrats on everything that you've got going on and will have going on. What can we expect from Toosick in, let's say, the next 2 years, bro?
We're going viral now.
We're going viral. We outside.
Outside, baby. Nah. Honestly, in the next 2 years, I got some big plans coming. Like, I have a lot of collabs and stuff like that. I got a crazy hot vault right now.
Nice.
So for the next little bit, I got some like more like awareness type style music that I'm releasing.
Cool, man.
I've kicked back on the auto-tune a little bit.
That's dope.
I got this dope track called Letter to Elizabeth right now. I'm in the process of claiming the sample rights to that I'm dropping. But that's just a letter that I wrote to the Queen. Some crazy lyrics on that.
Yeah, man. I heard it. It's sick.
I did a track with indigenous like hip hop legend Iliano. So I have a track coming up with him pretty soon here too. Just a lot of cool stuff, bro. Main thing is just, you know, keep grinding, keep working, and just trying to find myself still.
Yeah.
Like a lot of pow dancing, you know what I mean? That's kind of my like spiritual focus and what I'm trying to do right there, ceremonies and things like that, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's what I'm be up to right now.
Cool, man. And like, I wanted to ask, when we were going to school back in the day together, you know, because, you know, we've known each other for a bit, you were coming up with a business called Pull Up Promotions.
Yeah.
Is that still going on, or have you moved on to something new?
Well, unfortunately, COVID kind of put a halt to all of that. I was more so based around the nightclub scene here with that one.
Yeah, for sure.
The connections that I had with that, you know, like booking bottle service and things like that. I don't drink anymore.
Yeah.
So I've actually like transitioned that whole thing to my new company called Four Winds YYC.
Okay, dope.
And what that entails is an indigenous showcase and market. So I bring out vendors and tables with indigenous artists, beaters, designers, things like that, selling their merchandise. And then we put on a stage for indigenous artists. You know, as an indigenous hip hop artist, there's less stage. So I just figured, you know, why not start one myself, right?
Yeah, 100%. And is that what's going to be going on November 19th and November 20th?
Yeah, that's a Four Winds event.
Dope, man. Dope. Man, really, I appreciate you for coming out here, telling your story, letting us get to know you, letting them get to know you. That's been Toosick. I'm your host, Ferno. Is there any last words that you want to tell the people, man, before we get off here?
Yeah, shout out to, you know, Treaty 7 for having me out here for all the years that I've been out here. It's been such an honor to do what I do and practice the artistic practice that I do here on such beautiful land. You know, check me out on Facebook, just Tony Toosick, Toosick, all one word. Check me out on TikTok, Toosick, Too Deadly, and Instagram, Tony Toosick. I'm out. Yo, hi, thank you.
Yeah, for sure. We're going to put all his links in the description. Y'all go check Toosick. I'm your host, Ferno. This is YYC Hip Hop Daily, Season 3. Yo, I love you, my people. Take care.